we know that as you get older, persons, you get shorter and shorter, which is actually a fact.
Yeah.
You do get shorter.
Look at that.
Yes, as your vertebrae becomes weaker and weaker. So it's a support to the muscles.
Yes.
That would actually help to support your vertebrae.
Welcome to the New Foundation Christian Ministries B1 Marriage Ministry video podcast. As we come to you live again, I'm your host, Donald McFarlane, with my co-host,
Natalie Irving Mattox.
Well, the way Natalie is dressing tells you the story, because we had to follow up in this COVID time to bring back on set Mark Mattox himself, the nutritionist. He spoke to us as that last week. And this week he comes to us in the capacity of a personal trainer. Mark is a man who has had 22 years of experience in the field. And we feel that his experience having to work with the young and the not so young to help them, that he'll be able to impart some valuable things that we can do in this time as it relates to physical exercise to maintain a healthy life in our relationship and certainly as individuals. Mark, thanks once again. Welcome, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
Right, so you are into this. You even said once upon a time you judge bodybuilding.
Yeah.
But did you actually do the bodybuilding too?
Yes, I was a competitor for years.
What you saying to me, Mark? Yes.
I was a competitor for years.
Okay, very well. So you have been developing that discipline for a long time.
For a long time.
Okay, and you have found, certainly, it's almost rhetorical asking this, that physical exercise is very good for the health of any person.
Health of individual.
Yes, young or old.
Both young and old, especially the old.
Yes.
Yes, the older you are, it keep your body in good shape. It
Yes.
keep your body erect in terms of your skeletal structure.
Yes.
For it to be more upright, walking as
Yes.
you get older. I mean, we know that as you get older, persons, you get shorter and shorter, which is actually a fact.
Yes.
You do get shorter.
Look at that.
Yes, as your vertebrae becomes weaker and weaker. So it's a support to the muscles.
Yes.
That would actually help to support your vertebrae.
You know, come to think of it, I have never thought of it before. I've seen persons in my lifetime when you saw them, or grew up with them, they were this towering figure. And when they get old, they look so smaller.
Yes.
Not just body size, but shorter. But
yeah.
I didn't know there was actually a physical reality to that.
Reality.
Look at knowledge is coming to us again. So then, but what we are zeroing on, Mark, is that in this time of COVID, persons are deprived from going, whether it is to the park, the gym, even the regular workout that they would normally have. But you having worked with persons, you are here to show us how within our own small space we can work out and maintain good health.
Definitely.
Yes. And any tips first before we make a transition as it relates to, you said the physical exercise would keep the body erect.
And also keep your muscle tone. But what would normally happen is that the exercise that you'd actually do would depending on the individual themselves. So we do have to vary the exercise depending on the individual.
Depending on what they want, or depending on your assessment?
No, well, depending on their physical ability to do the exercise. So we may have to take into consideration the mere fact that the persons are not fit, the mere fact that the persons may have knee injury, back injury. So we have to do a variety of different exercises that we can fit a cross-section of different people.
Well, Mark, you will have to now bring to me and to my viewers what we can at the very minimum do with you and Natalie, who go to your country to work out, and perhaps you are the poster photograph of persons who live in the gym. I want you then to take it away from us here and let us know how we can exercise in this time of COVID.
Okay, I will do.
Very well.
All right, so we have a very small space here. It's actually small enough 4 by 6 space, right? And what we're going to do, we're going to demonstrate some exercise you can do at home in a limited space. All right, so the first thing we always want to do is to warm up those muscles. So we can always start by a light jog, or if you're not jogging, then you can tap to the side. But everything will always be based upon what your body can manage. Some persons who have a knee problem will not be doing the jogging. But if you're fitter than that, then you can do the jogging. If you don't have a knee problem, you can do the jogging. Now, another thing you can do, just to warm up, is just to move your leg from side to side, driving your hands forward and backward. Everything is intended on increasing your heart rate, right? This is our cardiovascular activity. So each of these can be done for a time between 30 seconds to 1 minute, and then we can move on to another exercise. Now look at this now. Here's a high knees, a high knee, high, 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 high. So this work your legs. It also work your glutes. It's good for your heart. Very good. So the 5 more, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now into a leg curl. You're stretching your quadricep. Very good. So once again, 30 seconds to 1 minute, these exercises could be done for. All right. Now for your upper body, we can always do a punch. So both hands, you punch right in line with your shoulders. However, don't fully don't fully extend your elbows out, because we're trying to protect those elbows. And right throat, you control your breathing right throat. Keep those knees soft right throughout the exercise. Very good. From here, we can double on both sides. A 1, 2, 1, 2. Breathing still always under control. Very good. And the final one for the cardio is to carry both hands from side to side. Now we'll get both your upper body and your legs involved in the exercise. And this can be done within 15 to 20 minutes of those different variation of cardiovascular activity. And this will be targeting your heart. Very good. All right. And rest. Now after this, it's a light warm-up. So after this, we're going to stretch those muscles. So the first stretch is for your hamstring. So you extend your left leg out and you carry your hands as close as possible to your toes. So stretching both your calves and your hamstring. And of course, you want to repeat for the other leg. You're stretching your calves and your hamstring. Very good. Now you can stretch your quadricep, which is the front part of your thigh. You can do it without holding on to anything, or you can hold on to something, depending on your ability to balance yourself. Very good. Now we'll go over to the other side. Excellent. Very good. Now we're going to go into a strength muscle building exercise. So we're going to do a squat. Now for this squat, your hands will be resting on your shoulders. Turn facing forward. You rest your hands on your shoulders. So your elbows are up, your bottom back. So you inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. Now you want to keep your knees soft throughout the exercise. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Now your range of motion once again will be depending on how good your knees are. So if you have a knee issue, you could actually turn your toes diagonal and go low only as far as it won't affect your knee, and up. Very good. The repetitions for these are normally 3 sets in terms of set and 15 repetitions. Very good. So I'm going to show you another exercise, and this we call a stiff-legged deadlift, but you'll be doing it without weights. So you face the wall, your legs as wide as your shoulders. You can carry your hands close to your toes, and you're going to use your hamstring to pull yourself up. So use your hamstring, pull yourself up, squeezing the hamstring, and the buttocks at the top. Once again, and stretch. Very good. And up and squeeze. And same thing again. 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetition of these. This work the back part of your legs, the hamstring. Very good. And up. Now face forward, working the calves. So we're tipping up and down. So go up and down, up and down, up and down. And these are 3 sets of 15 to 20. Your calves are responsible for carrying you around. They're able to take a little bit more pressure than most muscles. Very good. And in between them, we can shake them out. Very good. Now, one thing we would normally want to do in between each exercise is to stretch the muscle in between exercise. And the reason why I would actually stretch the muscle in between the exercise, it will actually help you to reduce the amount of lactic acid that will be built up in that area, and it also helps you to recuperate faster and also reduce the amount of pain you would feel the following day from the exercise. Alright, so now we'll be going into the floor exercise. So now we would need a mat or whatever you have can spread on the floor. So we do have exercise for beginners as well as advanced persons, but this is going to be one for a beginner. So you'll be lying on your back with your foot bottom flat, your hands behind your head. You're going to use your hand like a pillow for your neck. You're going to lift your shoulders up just to crunch your abdominal muscle and then release. So it's up, exhale, crunch and release. And we can do this for anywhere from 3 sets of 10 to 3 sets of 15. So it's an exhale and crunch, inhale and relax. Now this works the middle part to the upper part of your abdominal muscles. Now we change to right ankle, left thigh. And now the elbow, the opposite elbow will be touching the knee. And this one works your obliques as well as the middle part and the upper part of your abdominal muscle. Once again, 3 sets of 10 to 15. Then we'll change to the opposite side and crunch. 3 sets again of 10 to 15. Very good. Now we're going to demonstrate another exercise. This one called the plank. So we're going to do 2 versions of the plank here. So this is the basic plank that we all know, where your forearm is on the floor, your knees are off the floor, and you keep your abs as tight as possible. However, some persons may be feeling a little back thing, a little back pain. If you're feeling any discomfort in your back, you'd actually lift your hip up so that you take the pressure off your lower back. Now, if you can't manage this one, if you're not strong enough to manage this one, we can do a modified version in which you actually bend your knees, so your knees on the floor, you push your pelvic in and you squeeze your abs as hard as possible. Repetition again, it depends on how strong you are. You can go from anywhere from 10 seconds all the way to a minute, depending on your strength. Very good. Now we're going to a push-up. So the push-up will be the other exercise, and I will be demonstrating that one.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Remember to go down slowly. People have the tendency to do this very fast. It's actually more effective if you do it slowly. Very good. That's it. Modified push-up, which I know a lot of ladies will do. They tend to call them female push-up, but it's just a modified version of the military push-up. Thanks. Very good.
Excellent. So now I'm going to show you some other exercise. So for the female, you could hold your hand to the side and you could lift your leg to the side. So you lift your leg like this, up and down to the side. Very good. Very good. That would work the side part of your leg. Now we could do a leg lift, which would work your quadricep. So it's up and down, up and down. And everything once again will be based upon how strong you are. And the repetition will be based upon how strong you are. Very good. Now you're going to turn around and face the chair. Fully extend your leg out. Up, squeeze your glutes, and down, release. Up, squeeze, and down, release. This works your entire gluteus maximus. You're also going to feel some amount of contraction on your hamstring. Very good. Of course, you know we'll be doing both sides. Alright, so we're going to show you next exercise now. So we would actually work your upper body now.
So you're doing working the shoulders. And you add some weights by lifting the chair.
Yes.
Good. Very good. Yep.
So these are some exercises that you could actually do. Now, the faster you do the exercise, even though you want to do it at a medium pace. So the calories are burnt when you do more repetition. And the strength is also built if you can do more repetition with a weight version of the exercise.
There you go. You have seen for yourself what the Mattox can do. But certainly we want to thank Mark and Natalie for bringing us this exposure in how important, how critical, and how possible it is, even in limited space, to have very meaningful exercise. I believe some of us would do well to check out Mark. His personal contact, 876-406-5709. And he may also be reached at his location at 53 Upper Waterloo Road, Kingston 8 for those of us who are in Jamaica. But wherever you are in the world, you can contact him because he can be of help to you via technology. The Zoom is working now. Mark, we thank you once again for your sponsorship and for your time being here. And so, Natalie, you'll take it out in closing.
Yes, so I just want to thank you again. Thanks to all our viewers. Continue to send us your comments. We implore you to subscribe to our YouTube channel at New Foundation Christian Ministries. Follow us on Instagram at NFCM Official and on Facebook at New Foundation Christian Ministries. Thank you. Goodbye.
See you next time.